welcome to today's session on how to set up the VAT statement in Business Central. In today's video, I will go through how to set up the VAT statement, which is used to prepare and submit your VAT return to HMRC. Before we start building the VAT statement, let's have a look at how the VAT works in Business Central. VAT is driven by three key components. The first one is the VAT business posting groups. I will just search for them now. Now these identify who you are buying or selling to, and these are set on the customer and vendor cards. The second one is the VAT product posting groups. Now these identify what you are buying or selling. These are assigned on the item, GL and resource cards. So think of the VAT product posting groups in terms of the percentage of VAT that would apply to a particular product or service. Now the final element is a VAT Posting Setup, which I'll show you now. Now this is where the actual VAT percentage applicable is set using a combination of the VAT business and VAT product posting groups. The VAT statement, which we'll look at in a moment, simply pulls the VAT entries into a structured format that aligns with the HMRC VAT return boxes. Before we can actually create a VAT statement, there are a few prerequisites. So that is the VAT posting groups I've just shown you, the VAT posting setup should already be configured. Now if you don't know how to do this, I will go through how to set this up in a later video.
Okay, let's navigate to the VAT statement. If you click on the magnifying glass and type in VAT Statements, select the option. This will bring up a list of statements that are already in the system. If you click on one of these, this will actually bring up the VAT statement. Now the VAT statement consists of a header section over here and a line section down here. Business Central creates VAT entries in the VAT entry table. Now what the lines on the VAT statement represent is a filter on that VAT entry table or the GL table, depending on what type you pick over here, what type of calculation you pick here. So we have the row column here. This is a reference number used when using the row totaling option in the type column, which is over here, which I'll come to shortly. Next, we have the description. It's best to use the description that's on your VAT return. Then we have the box numbers. This is used by HMRC to identify the values for making tax digital.
Okay, moving on to the type column. This defines what VAT statement line will be included. Click on here on the drop down. We have the, if we say the account totaling column first. This is used when you are totaling GL account entries. The GL accounts you want to total are entered in the next column, the account totaling column, which are here. We have the VAT entry totaling column. Now this is used when we're totaling the actual VAT entries. This is used in conjunction with the general posting type, the VAT business posting group, the VAT product posting group, and the amount type. We have the row totaling. This is used when you're totaling the rows in the VAT statement. You would use the row number in the formulas as I mentioned earlier. So for example here, this row number 1 is totaling line number 019. Moving on to the general posting type, you need to select this for the VAT entries to be pulled in. So we have blank, but we have purchase, sales and settlement. The VAT business posting group, as I've mentioned earlier. Then we have the VAT product posting group and also the amount type. So the amount type is the actual amount of VAT, the base amount of VAT or net as we call in UK, the unrealised amount, the unrealised base the non-deductible amount, non-deductible base, the full amount, so if he was using a full 100% VAT only VAT invoice, and obviously the full base. Moving across, we have the calculate with sign. So you can use this if you want BC to reverse the signs of the VAT entries in its calculations. We have the print tick box. This allows you to select the rows to be printed on the VAT statement. We have the print with. Here you can select if you want BC to print the calculated amounts with their original signs or if it should be reversed. And then we have a new page tick box. So if you select this option, a new page will be printed immediately after this row. Okay, so let's have a look at the VAT statement now, the VAT statement lines. This is one I've created just specifically for this tutorial. Now what I've put here is, the first line here is a description. I put in box 1, and then I have numbered the following lines 0, 10, 0, 11 and 0, 19. Just 3 lines here just for this explanation. So if we have a look at the first line, 0, 1, 10, I'll put a description here, sales reduced at 5%, and the type here is a VAT entry totaling line. So as I mentioned earlier, what this will do is it will filter on the VAT entries table. I put VAT entry totaling. The general posting type is sales because I'm going to do sales for box 1. The VAT business posting group is domestic, and the VAT product posting group is reduced. And the amount type, I've put amount. So what this will do is we'll filter on the VAT entries table and bring back the entries that relate to the VAT business posting group, domestic, product, reduced, sale, and then at 5%. Same again for the next line. It's standard 20%. I'm looking at the VAT entry table. The general posting type is sale. Business posting group is domestic. The VAT product is standard. And again, I'm looking to filter to the VAT amount only. So what you would do is you would complete your VAT statement in a similar manner. You put all the lines in that you require for your purposes. And finally, I have a row totaling, which will be the total output VAT in row number 019. So as I said, it's a row totaling, and I put the formula in here, 010 to 018. I've left a few numbers spare just in case I ever needed to put some more lines in. So what this will do is this row will total everything from 010 to 018. I have then referenced it back to the actual VAT statement. As you can see here, row 19. This is row 19 here, the total, row number 1, and this will go in box number 1. So when I run a VAT statement, what will happen is we'll add up all the output VAT and it will display it here, which I can show you later on. And basically that's what you do for each box that you need to complete. So I've got box 4 here, which is the purchases. Again, similar process. Choose your VAT entry totaling, your general posting type, in this case it's going to be purchases. Business posting group again is domestic, and then your various VAT product posting groups. I've got reduced, standard, exempt and 0. Again, we have a row totaling line which will add up everything in these 4 columns. As you can see here in this formula, 020 to 028. And then this will reference back to the VAT statement here, which is 029. And again, this will then populate this box. Do the same again for net sales and build your statement up exactly the same way. Once the VAT statement is completed, we can test this. So first of all, we'll just create a sales invoice and a purchase invoice, and then we can see the results when we actually run a preview of this statement. So go to the search bar and just search sales invoices, and we'll have new. Just pick customer 1. And for this demonstration, we'll just post directly to a GL account. We'll go with Sales UK, quantity of 1. We'll need a general product posting group, so let's have retail, and that fills in the VAT product posting group as well, because that would have been defaulted on the actual GL account of 10100. We'll have a unit price of say 200, and there we have a VAT percentage of 20% because it's standard, so we've got £40 here. We'll post this one, and that's posted. We don't need to look at the invoice. We'll now do the same again for a purchase invoice. We'll just have a new one. Choose vendor 1, and we'll do a GL account again, just to keep things nice and simple. Let's go for rent. And we'll tab that through, and we'll have, we need to add a general product posting group. We'll take retail, tab that through, we'll have a quantity of 1. Direct unit costs 100, and that gives us VAT of 20% as according to our VAT posting setup, which I showed earlier on. We'll post that. Okay with that. We don't need to see the posted invoice. Okay, back to our VAT statement now. And now we should have some figures that we can review. And there you go, those are the figures according to the 2 invoices we've just posted. We had the VAT on sales, which was £40, reclaimed on purchases 20, and the net liability to HMRC in this case would be 20. And those are the 2 net figures, the net sales and the net purchases. And if you look down here, you can see the actual lines that we created for each of the boxes that have now been populated. If you need to drill down and actually look at the VAT entry table, you can do from here. And as you can see, we have the VAT entries. We've only got 1 in this instance, and that's the 40 for the sales. Again, we have our entries here. This was the invoice we posted for 100 base and 20 VAT. These 2 entries are something that I did earlier on for testing purposes, so we can ignore them. So basically that's it. That's how you look at your VAT return. From here, you would actually then go on to submit this VAT return to HMRC, which I can show you in another video. That's everything I wanted to show you in today's video. If you have any questions, or if there's a particular business central topic you'd like me to cover, please leave a comment below, and then I can add your suggestion to my list of topics for future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.